Hello there. Today's story is about Trisha, the spoiled only daughter of a wealthy father. Because she was an only child, her father never disciplined her. As a result, she grew rebellious, and partying late into the night with friends while drinking became her daily routine. While living this wild lifestyle, she suddenly falls ill one day. Upon visiting the doctor, she discovers she is pregnant. What follows are the lengths Trisha goes to in order to find the father of her child. That is what we will see in today's video. The ending is incredibly interesting, so put on your headphones and watch until the very end. I hope you really enjoy it. The movie begins by introducing our main character, Trisha, who lives with her father in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Trisha dreams of studying further and settling abroad, but her father doesn't want her to leave him and go elsewhere. One day, while Trisha is discussing her admission with a college professor, her father suddenly shows up and starts dancing with her while playing loud music. Despite Trisha's desperate attempts to stop him, he refuses to listen. As a result, her admission gets cancelled. Furious, Trisha screams at her father and storms off to her room. To blow off some steam, she heads out to party with her friends. At the party, everyone starts dancing after having a few drinks. Amidst the fun, one of them accidentally falls onto the liquor bottles, breaking them all. They start calling around to order more drinks, and eventually, a delivery boy named Vishal arrives with their order. After delivering the order, Vishal asks for his payment. Just as he is about to leave, one of Trisha's friends tells him there is a spider on his shirt. Hearing this, Vishal unbuttons his shirt and throws it aside, revealing his six-pack abs. All the girls go wild. Vishal starts to leave but then turns back and asks, "Can I stay here for a while? Actually, there is a police checkpost outside." Everyone immediately agrees. Vishal joins the party, and they all drink heavily and dance for a long time until they eventually pass out from exhaustion. At one point, Trisha needs to go to the washroom, and Vishal helps her. After coming out, a heavily intoxicated Trisha tells him how angry she was with her father and that it was the reason she drank so much. During this conversation, they grow close and become intimate. The next morning, Vishal wakes up to find Trisha's friends still asleep. He gets ready and wakes Trisha up so she can get dressed. Now sober, Trisha recalls everything that happened the previous night. She gets ready and tells Vishal, "What happened yesterday was casual. Forget about it. There is no relationship between us. And don't you dare try to contact me again." Coincidentally, Vishal was about to say the exact same thing. He felt he was too young for a relationship and wasn't looking for anything serious. With that settled, they both go their separate ways. A few days pass, and Trisha notices she has missed her period. She visits a nearby clinic, and after an examination, the doctor reveals the shocking news: Trisha is pregnant. Stunned and speechless, Trisha has no idea what to do next. After much thought, Trisha decides that she wants to keep the baby. She goes to her father and breaks the news. Her father is deeply worried, but after reflecting for a moment, he tells her that she should marry the guy. Trisha, however, replies that she doesn't feel anything for him, nor does she really know him. This comes as an even bigger shock to her father. Not only is his daughter pregnant out of wedlock, but she doesn't even know the man. She doesn't even know his name. As her father spirals into worry, Trisha reassures him that everything will be fine and tells him not to stress.
Trisha decides that she must find the father of her child at any cost. She feels he has a right to know that the baby is his. She consults her father, who agrees that it's the right thing to do. However, she is stuck on how to find him since she doesn't even have a name. She first calls her friend Vinita, who had placed the drink order that night, but Vinita explains that she had actually called another friend, who was the one who contacted Vishal. When they try to reach that friend, they find him hospitalized. His kidneys had failed due to excessive drinking, and in a fit of regret, he had deleted the contact numbers of all the liquor smugglers. Left with no leads, Trisha starts collecting contact numbers for every local liquor delivery person from all her friends. She begins ordering alcohol repeatedly, hoping that eventually Vishal will be the one to show up. Soon, her room is overflowing with liquor bottles. When her father sees the mountain of alcohol, he is horrified. But Trisha manages to explain that she is doing this for a specific mission. Trusting her, he stops questioning her. Finally, one day, Vishal arrives with an order. Trisha is so overjoyed to see him that she literally jumps into his arms. Vishal assumes she was so impressed by his performance that she wants to get intimate again. However, instead of a hotel, Trisha takes him to a cafe and tells him, "I'm pregnant." Vishal is stunned. He reiterates that he's only 21 and isn't ready for a relationship, marriage, or fatherhood. Trisha clarifies that she doesn't want to marry him either. She simply wanted him to know the truth. After thinking it over, Vishal surprises her. He decides that he will take responsibility and look after her and the baby until the child is born. Trisha is amazed, as she never expected such support from him. Vishal tells her that whenever she needs to go anywhere, she should call him, and he will take her wherever she needs to go. Trisha mentions that she has a checkup scheduled for the very next day, and Vishal agrees to go with her. After they attend the checkup together, Trisha's father learns about it and insists on meeting Vishal. Trisha is hesitant because she knows her father will become even more stressed once he sees him. Furthermore, she has no idea how he will react when he finds out about Vishal's profession. However, her father is stubborn, and Trisha eventually gives in. Trisha asks Vishal if he is willing to meet her father, and since he has no objection, she brings him home. Things go exactly as Trisha feared. When her father hears from Vishal's own mouth that he is a liquor smuggler, he's left speechless and sits in stunned silence. He then asks about Vishal's family. Vishal reveals a tragic past. His parents and younger sister had gone to Kedarnath, where they all perished in a sudden flash flood. Vishal was very young at the time, but he had gone there to search for them, though he never found anyone. Hearing this, both Trisha and her father feel deeply for him. Vishal adds that while his relatives are good people and look after him, he doesn't want to be a burden on anyone. He lives alone and supports himself. He explains that he worked hard to set up his current business and has built strong contacts to avoid trouble. He declares that he won't quit his job because he wants easy money, which is why he chose this profession. With that, Vishal leaves. That night, Trisha's father reflects on Vishal's situation. He tells Trisha that Vishal isn't a bad person. He's just a bit misguided because he has no family, but his heart is in the right place. He suggests they should give Vishal a chance, and if he proves to be a good man, Trisha should marry him. Trisha isn't ready for marriage, but her father ignores her protests and visits Vishal's apartment the next day. Finding the flat filthy and disorganized, Trisha's father calls in professional cleaners to scrub the whole place. He then insists that Vishal come with him. His goal is to get Vishal into a respectable business. First, he takes him to a cafe and suggests he just sit at the cash counter while others handle the work. Vishal hates the idea. Next, he takes him to a sari shop and offers to buy the store for him to manage. Vishal isn't interested in that either. Her father pitches 4 or 5 more business ideas, hoping one will stick. However, Vishal stands his ground, stating he is happy with his current work and, regardless, he has no intention of starting a business using Trisha's father's money. At that moment, Trisha arrives and tries to explain to her father that she feels nothing for Vishal. She begs him to stop obsessing over getting them married. Her father becomes emotional and asks her, "When your child goes to school and everyone asks about their father, what will you say? You can lie to the world. But won't that child want the love of both a father and a mother?" He reasons with Trisha, saying that she can make independent decisions today because she knows her father is there to catch her if she falls. But wouldn't her child want a father by their side? Although Vishal is supporting them now, there is no guarantee he will stay in the future. He wants them to marry so their child gets a complete family and no one can point fingers at them. Hearing this, Vishal becomes very emotional, as no one understands the pain of living without a family better than he does. He agrees to the marriage, but maintains that he won't quit his job. Moved by her father's words, Trisha also agrees. Her father encourages her to spend some time with Vishal, confident that he will eventually change. He then leaves Trisha at Vishal's house so they can get to know each other. Vishal shows Trisha around his home, and she actually likes it. When Vishal tries to get romantic again, Trisha turns him down. Just then, Vishal's friend arrives, saying they need to deliver an order to a client immediately. Vishal refuses to go, so his friend leaves alone. Vishal then starts talking with Trisha. Just as Vishal begins to feel a sense of mental peace for the first time, he gets a call from his friend saying the police have caught him. Vishal rushes to the police station immediately. Trisha wants to go with him, but he tells her to stay back. When Vishal reaches the station, the officer he usually deals with isn't there, forcing him to wait until morning. Meanwhile, Vishal is stressed about what Trisha must be thinking. Trisha asks if she should call her father, but Vishal tells her not to. In the morning, Vishal finally contacts the specific officer and gets his friend released. However, the police warn them that if they are caught again, a formal case will be filed. When Vishal finally returns home, he finds that Trisha is gone. He starts searching for her everywhere, but she is nowhere to be found. Vishal fears that Trisha has left him for good, so he rushes to her house. Upon arriving, he finds her safe at home. He desperately tries to explain that he didn't stay late at the police station on purpose, and that it was only due to work. Trisha, however, reveals she had only come home to visit her father, and seeing Vishal so flustered and worried makes her burst into laughter. Vishal then confesses that he has fallen in love with her. He admits that, while he was at the station, his only fear was whether Trisha would leave him. Having realized what truly matters, he tells her he no longer wants to continue his illegal business. He knows that if he carries on and gets caught by the police, it will bring nothing but suffering to Trisha and their child. At that moment, Trisha's father arrives. Vishal informs him that he has $2 million in savings and plans to use that money to start a legitimate business to keep his family happy. Hearing this, Trisha's father is overjoyed, as this was exactly what he had hoped for. And with that, the movie comes to an end. So friends, how did you like today's story? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.